we have entered into these lessons on rituals. It's not necessary that you learn all the rituals, but certain basic rituals are essential. It is just like doing some exercises before you start running. The athletes, before they start running, they do some hand exercises, some ground exercises like that. Similarly, before entering into sadhana, you have to learn the meaning, the symbolic meaning of certain rituals. We have already seen the symbolic meaning of putting the sandal paste, the kumkum and vibhuti. Now I am introducing you to the ritualistic meaning of taking tirtham. See, if you go to a temple, then the priest there will give you tirtham and you drink that tirtham. Usually that is given in a particular type of vessel. In Malayalam we call it kindi. The shape of that vessel is like the neck of a human being, and there is a projection from that. That's called the nak or tongue of the vessel. And he pours this tirtham in your hand and you take that tirtham and drink it. That's what that happens in temples, and even when we do a puja in your house or anywhere else, we have this tirtham. That's a very important ritual in spiritual life. How do you make this tirtham? You know, that's water. And this jalam or water is one of the 5 basic elements, like fire, earth, space, air, like that. What is a very, very important member of this Panchabhudam colony? Well, the priest fills his vessel with water and then he puts his right hand fingers in it with some flowers, and then he chants this mantra. Om Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. You come to this water. Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Let your presence be felt in this water. Which water? Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari and all these rivers. They are called the 5 holy rivers of India. So he is concentrating on Ganga, Gangecha, cha means and. Gangecha, Yamune chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu Kaveri. All these are the names of rivers. And in the mantra says, Gangecha, Yamune chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu Kaveri. That is the purity of these rivers. Let that purity of these rivers be felt in this water. Once they were all pure rivers. Now it's not so. But it is all done by your imagination, isn't it? I take all the purity of these rivers and bring it in this water. That's what he says through his chanting. So, he is mentally preparing that water and for the puja and making it pure. And this water is given to us. When you drink this, you have to hold your hand like this first. Just like the face of a cow. Go. That means cow. But go has another meaning, the Vedas. Then you hold it like this and then hold your left hand in support. This ritual means I am drinking this tirtham or pure water based on the Vedas. So this is all given in Vedas, and Vedas, you know, came thousands and thousands of years back. The great rishis meditated on the absolute truth, and to them the Vedas came and they gave that Vedas to us. There are 4 main Vedas, the Atharvaveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Rigveda. So I am basing my ritual on that Vedas. That's what it means. Then, how much can you drink? People drink a lot actually. Actually, it is said that 3 drops is enough. And we are supposed to drink only 3 drops. You put a rice or a wheat, a small grain of wheat, and then pour water. How much water is required to cover it? That is 1 drop. Like that, 3 drops you drink, achamanam, that means drinking. And this should go and end here. It is said that this tirtham should not go down. It should be stuck here. That amount of water is required. Well, why? What's the meaning of this ritual? See, this is supposed to be the place of Saraswati in your chakras. This is a chakra, Vishuddhi chakra. And in Vishuddhi, the deity of Saraswati is presence can be felt. So, what is the role of Saraswati? It is Saraswati who gives you language. So, when I take tirtha and I am making this pure, and all your sounds come from this part. So, when I take this tirtha, I promise that only good things will come out of my body. That means, I will be speaking only good things. I won't use a bad word. I won't shout at people. I won't insult people. I won't mock at people. All these things. I'll be absolutely pure in the words, in sentences, and even the tone. I'm not going to hurt any person with my voice. That's what I promise. Is it possible that when you take this tirtha every day, can you change like that? Is it possible for you to change? It is possible. See, there's a dictionary. A lexicographer has created a dictionary in which you can find all the dirty words in different languages in the world. About 10 dirty words are there. 4-lettered words are there. When you get angry, you shout at people with dirty words, isn't it? So, if you are a traveler who travels around the world, if you have this book, it will be easy for you to understand whether other person is using it that or not. And it is given, a counter is given on that. In the introduction of that the lexicographer gives an introduction in the beginning. And in it he says, I have collected these bad words, these dirty words from almost all the languages in the world. But there is not even one single dirty word in this from a great language, a very ancient language from India, that is Sanskrit. That was the language in India thousands of years back. It was a common language. But he said, I have not included any dirty word from Sanskrit in this, because there are no such dirty words in Sanskrit. Mlechapadam. There is no Mlechapadam. You can't insult people with dirty words in Sanskrit. You have to create one. Why? Because the people had that culture. They never hurt people with dirty words. Isn't it something unique? That's really unique. It's a wonderful thing to know that people never use abusing words, isn't it? So there is no abusive words in Sanskrit. That's because of this culture. They follow a lot of rituals that made them pure and noble in their culture. So that's why the rituals are there. So from today onwards, when you go to a temple or when you attend a puja, have this tirtham, and then promise your mind that no abusive word will come out of my mouth, because that is essential in spiritual life. Namaste.